Our company is a part of the holding company for the production of pharmaceuticals in Kiev. We use different pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP, unit for dehydration of aqueous solutions, and extracts in a fluidized bed apparatus, rotary tablet machines, automatic line for packaging tablets into plastic film, and foil and other high-tech machines and apparatuses. At the end of the year, we carried out modernization and started to replace morally and technically obsolete equipment. I have been working as a leading technologist for 10 years and know all the technological processes well. I made the choice of new equipment myself, agreeing it with the management before purchase. It was not an easy job. There is a lot of equipment on the market. Many processes have changed and become automated. In pharmaceutical production, it is very important to control the quality of raw materials and finished drugs. In production, they check the ratings of moisture level, melting time, transparency, decay time and dissolution, quantitative composition, melting, hardness parameters, thickness, viscosity. To ensure that the products were of high quality and fully complied with the requirements of hygiene, it was necessary to take seriously the issue of choice of equipment. We decided to buy a modern suppository line, which is used to form PVC and PE tapes with cells from raw materials. The equipment performs automated filling of suppository mass into cells, after which they are sealed and cooled. The suppositories for treating inflammation had become very popular, and we wanted to expand production, which required the purchase of new and highly efficient equipment. Suppositories, used in pharmaceutical production, are suppositories with medicinal substances. They are divided into rectal and vaginal suppositories, which are shaped like a cone, a cylinder with a pointed end. I am used to doing my work with quality and working only with specialists. I took the question of choosing a suppository line seriously. I did not use the internet to search for equipment, because often a pretty picture hides unprofessionalism. I visited the International Exhibition of Equipment, Raw Materials and Technologies for Pharmaceutical Production, which was held in Moscow. There were many suppository lines at the exhibition, from different manufacturers, from different countries of the world. I chose 3 most suitable for my requirements, took contacts from their representatives. The line had to be coordinated with the management, and then I signed a contract for the supply. Back at the enterprise, I began to communicate by telephone with representatives of companies producing equipment. A company from Germany agreed to supply a suppository line, but asked me to come and sign the contract in person. Unfortunately, I could not travel to the European Union, as I did not have a visa, and the visa process would have taken at least 3 months. This made me a little less confident. However, the manager of the company in Krasnodar helped me out here. He suggested a specialist in pharmaceutical equipment supply, who could find another option of equipment. Following his advice, I turned to a specialist intermediary company from Moscow. At that time I had no idea that I was doing the right thing. The manager of the company listened to me, asked some questions about the required productivity, tolerance of the equipment. I was pleased with his professional and business-like approach. After a preliminary consultation, he suggested a variant of suppository line, which is ideally suited for my given parameters. A specialist of this company sent me an email with a video of the machine, which clearly demonstrates the equipment itself and its capabilities. The suppository tape, which are contoured cells of combined PVC and PE tape, in which heated suppository mass is poured, comes from 2 rolls, and coiled to form cells. The suppository mass is fed into the formed cells in portions from 7 dispensers. The tape is then cooled. I agreed on the proposed suppository line, and a week later we concluded a contract for its delivery. 1 month after the contract was signed, we received the equipment. The plant is stable and compact and works perfectly. We are successfully producing a 7-candle suppository. Initially I was skeptical about choosing a manager, relying on my own experience, but I realized that one should always learn, and not be afraid to trust a professional.